two new Johns Island developments, a New York Chef's pop-up restaurant, and two municipal buildings are coming to West Ashley, and so much more on this week's Charleston Roundup. Welcome back, everybody. I am Bill Olson, and this week we have a bunch of stuff about what is changing the way we live, work, and play right here in Charleston. So without further ado, let's get right into all of this. A new commercial development is in the works for Johns Island. The new development will be located on Maybank and Hollydale Court in the space between Monero and Live Oak Square. The entire development will be roughly 10 acres, and the first two buildings recently went in front of the Charleston Design Review Board. The buildings, labeled Buildings 1 and Building 2, are designed to be subdivided into 4 smaller neighborhood-type businesses each and feature a central courtyard and oversized sidewalks to promote outdoor seating and gathering spaces. There's even plans for a pocket park as part of the larger project. The board granted conceptual approval with a few comments regarding outdoor space, monument sign, and materials, and will return for preliminary review. Now, this is phase 2 of a 5-phase project that will include 8 new buildings around the existing 2 office buildings on the Hollydale Court. We now know what is taking over the old Harris Teeter in Mount Pleasant, and it is not more housing or a hotel. After much speculation and rumors that apartments, condos, or a hotel would be replacing the Seaside Farms Harris Teeter, we finally have an answer. Construction Resources, a high-end construction and renovation store, just signed a lease for the spot. The 45,000 square foot showroom and design store will have luxury appliances, flooring, countertops, an outdoor living section, and more. It will even feature an integration with Opus Stone, Stone and Tile Concepts with a 12,000 square foot store within a store for luxury natural stone and tile. Now, the press release said it will be a one-stop destination with premium brands and an inspiration hub for designers, builders, remodelers, and homeowners. Opening is scheduled for spring of 2026. So is this a good addition to Mount Pleasant, or would you have rather seen the rumored apartments and condos? We have some news about the Charleston Grill. So the announcement was recently made that the Charleston Grill would be closing and getting reimagined amidst the Charleston Place Hotel's major renovations. Daniel Hum, the chef behind the 3 Michelin star 11 Madison Park, will have a year-long pop-up at the restaurant here starting October 2nd. Now, the restaurant will feature a $135 per person prix fixe 5-course menu that focuses on Chef Hum's plant-forward and climate-conscious cuisine and features seasonal produce and low-country ingredients. Now, you can also expect wine pairings and creative cocktails alongside Daniel Hum Hospitality's top-notch service. Now, in addition to this, the hotel's owner, BMOC Hospitality Collection, will launch an apprenticeship program that gives Charleston-based culinary professionals the opportunity to train at 11 Madison Park, while also bringing 11 Madison Park team members to Charleston. During the 12-month run, the restaurant will also host other guest chefs. A new hotel is coming to Mount Pleasant. The 131-room Days Inn on Johnny Dodds near the base of the Ravenel is getting replaced with a 170-room, 6-story Drury Hotel. Now, according to the plans for the new hotel, there will be a lobby bar, indoor and outdoor dining areas, pool, spa, fitness center, and meeting space. Now, there was some contention about a 54-inch live oak on the property, which the developer acknowledged and reconfigured the pool to be able to keep the tree. Now, the Days Inn closed shortly after the Drury Hotel Group purchased the property in January for $14 million. Now, the hotel will continue through the Mount Pleasant planning process, and I will keep you updated as we learn more. Comment your thoughts below. So this week, the Charleston County Council approved a construction contract for major improvements at the intersections of Fort Johnson and Secessionville and Fort Johnson and Camp Roads. Bank Construction Company won the contract with a total bid price of just over $11.7 million. So here are the project details. The Secessionville intersection will have a traffic light, crosswalks, pedestrian refuge with pedestrian signals, dedicated left turn lanes from Fort Johnson onto Secessionville Road, and a dedicated right turn lane from Secessionville onto Fort Johnson. Now, at Camp Road, get ready for a new compact urban roundabout with new sidewalks, crosswalks, pedestrian refuges, and the relocation of 2 historic stone monuments at the entrance to Stone Post Road onto adjacent town easements. Construction is expected to begin this fall and will take about a year and a half to complete, with that completion falling in 2027. A new mixed-use development is on the way on Johns Island. The project, which is called the South Island Market, will be located at the southeast corner of River Road and Betsy Carson Parkway. The total size of the project is 34 acres and is planned to include 82,000 square feet of commercial space across 8 buildings, as well as 79 luxury townhomes that will be built by Toll Brothers. The commercial will be designated for retail, dining, professional services, and office space, and of those 34 acres, 16 of it will be open space. Now, the project is being developed by Pinckney Partners, led by Buddy and Charles Darby. Now, they are the team that is recognized as the creators of Freshfields Village on Kiowa Island. Coldwell Banker Commercial Atlantic is handling the listing and leasing of the commercial spaces. The residential details have not been fully announced yet. The City of Charleston is looking to establish a municipal office in West Ashley, and here's what they presented. This week, the mayor and city staff proposed plans for a new municipal office building at 1660 and 1662 Ingram Road, properties that they purchased in the spring. The site includes a small former chapel structure that has not been operated in years and was most recently used as storage for nonprofits and has been heavily altered over time from its original historic form. Now, under the existing zoning, the site has a potential for a multifamily development of up to 125 units. Recognizing the existing infrastructure and traffic constraints in the area, the city stated they purchased the property to avoid high-intensity residential usage and to support civic services. Bringing a municipal office facility to West Ashley not only brings services closer to residents, but will reduce crosstown traffic since many city employees live in West Ashley and won't have to travel downtown for work. The city is evaluating ways to incorporate architectural elements of the former chapel as a contextual nod to the site's past. The project will proceed through the city's standard review and permitting process with more community engagement meetings as well. Comment your thoughts on this below. Pacific Box and Crate, the home to Edmonds O's Brewing and Tap Room and Rancho Lewis, is getting an overhaul. 26,000 square feet of office space is being converted into retail and restaurant space. Here's what to expect from that redevelopment. A 6,000 square foot signature restaurant, revamped exteriors with fresh retail facades, and a spruced up central courtyard with turf areas. There'll be a playground for kids, a venue to host events all year long, a covered patio for dining and retail, and even more parking. In total, the King Street development spans 10 acres and over 220,000 square feet. Completion is scheduled for the second quarter of 2026. Let me know down in the comments what restaurant and shops should occupy these new spaces and if that will draw you to go there. I know that's kind of a lot to take in here, so which are you most excited about? I want you to let us know down in the comments, like which projects are you excited about? But also I want to know which ones you absolutely hate and wish did not exist. Like, drop it down in the comments. Don't hold back. We want to know. This is what's changing Charleston. So, and if you don't know, I also report on all of this on a daily basis over on my Instagram. And every week in the Chucktown Report, which is my newsletter, we do a deeper dive into some of these larger projects. So if you're not following or subscribed, I'm going to drop those links down in the description. Or if you happen to be sitting on your couch watching on TV, we've got this QR code right here that you can just point your phone up here and you can get that link, those links, and so much more right there. And if you're not already subscribed, I think now would be a great time to do so. And as always, guys, I am Bill Olson. I'm a local realtor, and I keep up with what's going on around the greater Charleston area, so you don't have to.